Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, we don't have the same guest 2 weeks in a row. That's a technical difficulty. We didn't change the intro. It's
Why'd you
all
laugh?
good. Mm. It is
My
what it
bad.
is. Yeah. Back at it. Episode number 3 of season 5. Atlanta Carcast back in the building. I go by the name of Mr. aka Mr. Tesla S. To the left of me is Miss TJ, www.tiajakes.com. Also, as Shannon Sharp says, the proprietor. What did he say? The proprietor and the owner of
Politician.
AtlantaCastNetwork.com. Yeah, and all that kind of stuff. So go to both of those websites if you can. Above her is always Mr. Skip of Skip's Trophies and More. Get your trophy needs in, get them in, get them in, get your glass needs in, get your crystal needs in, get your chain, everything else needs in. The season is upon us. Let's get it. And last but certainly not least, BTL CEO Nighthawk with the T, aka Night Hizzle with the Tizzle. People, what it do?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
How was your week,
Lay
Miss TJ?
Icon
Go
and
ahead.
Tony, what's up?
Go ahead, say your week was good, and then we'll move on to Skip.
Good. Happy to be here. It went by really fast, and today is Thursday. Yay!
It's almost like you're trying to remember what you said last week. Miss Caramel, how you doing? How you doing? Again, I'm gonna echo Miss TJ's sentiments. The week went by kind of fast. It was really good. And today is Thursday. Yay!
Oh, she meant.
Y'all game on Saturday or Sunday, Skip?
Sorry.
Y'all game on Saturday or Sunday? Or they both on Sunday? Oh,
They both
okay.
They both set. They both Sunday. No, they both. It's only 2 games. They're both Sunday.
Okay, cool.
Y'all game. You're a Detroit fan. Don't say y'all game. Don't backpedal now.
Y'all game. You know you got a game too.
You're right, but you were hollering, "What up, though?" All that old bullshit. You and Hen Dog Hennington.
Yeah, everybody know I'm from Michigan. What up, though? Y'all know what it is.
Y'all get your ass whooped Sunday.
No, we shall see. Anyway, Nighthawk.
The week was fast. Just getting ready, trying to see what I'm gonna do for next car season. Basically, just trying to come up with ideas.
You was almost finna get a whole new build, and then we probably talked you out of it.
Well, you never know. You know, with me, I'm hitting that 2-year mark again. So,
Okay.
He getting that buy-em bug.
I remember when Nighthawk got that Charger he got now. It was all green, just plain. I said, "Damn, what you good boy? I ain't gonna do that to it. I'm just gonna stay plain Jane." 6 days later,
6 days.
About a
it
whole
wasn't
new
even
car.
a week. I'm like, man, you know I couldn't. I know. So
Right.
now the new electric Hellcat.
Let me tell you, I saw an electric Spectre Rolls Royce.
Oh, who?
An electric Spectra Rolls Royce.
Wow.
Is it Spectre or Spectre?
I'm not sure. SCEPTRE.
Scepter.
Maybe I'm not saying it right. Maybe I'm not.
SC
Or
is
maybe,
Scepter.
maybe I'm not spelling it right. It might have been.
Okay.
Hold on, let me look it up. But that thing,
How much it cost? How much it cost?
Well, base is $420. The version we saw was $540.
Oh, electric car? They
$540,000.
Man, they fucking tripping. Yeah, they lost their damn mind now.
Yep, that car is unbelievable.
You're right.
Unbelievable.
And it was only
anyway.
it was a coupe.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a Rolls Royce. So if you have to ask, you don't
I'm sorry, I had it all wrong. Spectre.
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 Yes,
that's what I said.
First luxury, ultra luxury electric super coupe.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it is. But $500,000, that's ultra luxury.
You know how many cars get with that?
Yeah. Like literally, the guy doing the review of the car talked about the upgrades to that particular car, And the upgrades alone could have bought you another high-end car. So, yeah.
Like,
I could buy a
literally.
house and about 5 cars with that.
Not a house and 5 cars. No.
Shit. 5 the cars I like. You damn lie.
You're gonna be living in a shack, and what kind of cars you gonna get?
Marquise.
Yeah.
What's up, people?
Anyway,
y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all, everybody.
Yeah. And if you're new here, please smash that like button, that share button, that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. We got a good show for y'all today. Got a couple things we're going to hit on. We don't have a guest this week, unless somebody texts us and tell us just to send them the link or something stupid like that. First topic, we're going to kind of continue some of our conversation about EVs that we had last year where me and Skip were battling back and forth. But we'll let everybody weigh in on these things as we were battling back and forth about the future of EVs and where everything is going.
Oh, okay. I would say I like
You
EVs.
forgot Skip? Okay. So first thing is we saw in the news about something interesting that California is doing. And we spoke about last week how this is an election year and we could be voting on things and not even know it, or not we, they can be voting on things that affect us and we not even know it. And I think this is definitely one of those things. So check this video out and we'll be right back.
There is a new controversial proposal here in California that would put a device in your car to limit how fast you can drive.
Eyewitness News reporter Tony Cabrera live in Glendale with details on this new technology. Hey, Tony.
Hey, good morning, John and Rachel. Yeah, the new bill would require all cars in California to eventually have a new device called a speed governor, and pretty much the device that goes in your vehicle and it physically prevents it from going over 10 miles an hour over that speed limit. Now, this is all being introduced by State Senator Scott Wiener out of San Francisco. The bill would apply to any new car or truck made or sold in the state starting in 2027. Another part of the measure would require large trucks to install side guards to prevent pedestrians, cyclists, and other vehicles from getting stuck under the truck during a crash. Now, Senator Wiener says the bills are common sense actions to protect public safety, but critics call this government overreach and intrusion. They say it creates more bureaucracy and is a waste of money. He disagrees.
When the federal government started mandating seatbelts, there were people who said, that's an overreach, you're invading my freedom. I think we understand now that without that, seatbelts have saved countless lives.
Emergency vehicles would be exempt from the bill. At this point, we don't know exactly how the device would know the specific speed limit for the street or highway you're on, but it would probably require some type of GPS monitoring system, and that also has people concerned. Now, either way, it's just in the beginning stages. It still has a long way to go. It is just a bill at this point, and it's expected to go to a committee sometime in the spring.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel, and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
Okay, Miss TJ, give it to him.
Well, I'm not necessarily opposed if the tracking is done. So let me back up. What we were talking about prior to the show is that, GPS tracking would have to be utilized. And if the GPS tracking is used for legitimate purposes and they're not sharing our data with third parties and they're not using it to stalk and harass us, and they're not collecting more data than necessary or using the data for purposes beyond, that, then I don't really have a problem with it. So, we have car insurance that tracks how we drive. So I'm not necessarily opposed to an additional thing kind of looking at it. We also have a car that observes how we drive. So, that's just me.
So are you for it or against it?
I'm neither. I mean, I understand it, but I can see why a lot of people would not. I'm a speeder though, so that would be hard for me. I'm always doing over 10. Always.
Skip.
All right, a couple of things. I'm against it because, in my opinion, we're going to have to buy the item to put in our car, and then we're going to have to pay a subscription for the GPS functioning, whatever it is, and then the invasion of privacy aspect of it. What Miss TJ touched on, she said that I would hope that they wouldn't follow me unnecessarily or invade my privacy. Yeah, everything is always the best until somebody goes against what it's actually there for. So
But this right here, this already does all that. It already does all that. So, I mean,
see, that's a whole nother argument too, because if that was the case, everybody that had a warrant, they have a phone. They could track them down. You get what I'm saying? And I can get a phone in my brother's name and just have the phone. So it's not going to work that way with the car, because the car has to be registered to you. Now, if it's registered to grandma, I get it, same difference, but there's always a different argument for what the things we have that are tracking us now versus what's going to be in the future. So
yeah, so a couple of things the video said was that the cars would be made with that in it, not that you would have to buy something.
Okay. I just.
But you're not buying a new car ever again.
No, I didn't say that. And this is what's wrong with black people today. They will take one thing and twist it and squeeze all the blood out of it when I never said that.
We talking about California. A, we talking about California, and B, we talking about 2027. So by 2030, all the cars are going to be electric anyway. You don't live there, and you wouldn't be buying a car in California because it's going to be electric. Therefore, it really doesn't apply to you.
But you just said that I said something I didn't say. Now, since you did that, let me go back and clarify. What I said was I would not buy a car that had those operating systems in it. If it came to the point where either I had to or I wouldn't, then I wouldn't buy another car with those things in it that we were talking about on that particular show. But somehow it got twisted that I wouldn't buy a new car. So there you go.
With all these things coming in new cars, don't look like you're going to be buying one. But anyway, moving on.
Nighthawk.
I'm not against it, because the type of career I do now, it monitors everything that I do as far as like driving and everything. So I don't drive fast no more. I've been stopped driving fast, but it could be good for safety reasons too. So I'm not against it. Like, because now they saying it now, but now your car already have a device in it. If you go out and have an accident, they can pull how fast you were going, whether you got it in you, they can pull it. It's a black box on every car. So they're going to be able to tell you how fast you was going at the time. Did you hit brakes, anything? So you already doing it in so many ways.
Good point. I am shockingly for it. One caveat. Already most new cars have Waze built into it. Waze have made millions of dollars and they're already built into the cars. And anybody that uses Waze, when you're going over a certain speed, that speed thing in the bottom left-hand corner turns what color?
Red.
Red. It's the same thing.
I'm always in the red.
And that's when you're just going over the speed limit. So imagine if the same technology was built in for you to go 10 over. And anybody from our era and back, our parents taught us that 5 to 10 over the speed limit was okay.
Right.
So this is what we're talking about. So if the speed limit is 70, you're still going 80 miles per hour.
But out in California, they speed limits between 75 and 80 anyway. So 10 miles over, look how fast they're going.
Right. But if it's 55, you're doing 65, that's still, that's still decent, in some cases.
Soldier girl.
Thought the speed limit
what was the speed limit on 20?
80 miles an hour. She right. If you ain't riding 80 on 20, you get shot by.
Yeah. So And then here's the other thing. With everything that is coming, and y'all don't believe it, but it's coming. Not y'all. A lot of people don't believe that it's a reality. But by 2027, full self-driving will be a factor. And if you're in a full self-driving car, you're not going to give a shit what speed you're going. That's just the reality of it. It's almost being chauffeured, and everybody going to get to do what they already want to do anyway. They want to be on their damn phone. People can't wait to get on their phone. They stop at the stoplight. They on their phone. Making, you know what I'm saying? As soon as they get in the parking lot before they go in the store, they on their phone. When they walking in the damn store, they on their phone. That's what they want to do anyway. So when you get to the point where you got self-driving cars and then you can do what you want to do, nobody's gonna care what the speed limit is.
I feel seen.
What? That's you on the phone.
But I don't talk on the phone in stores. I hang up when I go in the store.
That's what they want to do. They want to be on the phone. Period. You can't make it up. Okay. So I don't know. I think it may. If you're talking about privacy, she already said the phone. Also, the Waze piece is already built into the cars. Also, anybody with Apple CarPlay or what's the Android version, whatever the hell that's called.
Android Auto.
It's the same shit. It's tracking you. It's GPS built in. You know, so that's nobody cares about that. You know, so it's not a privacy thing.
What y'all think? Miss Pennywise said she got a heavy foot. Mark said hell no. Trey the Joker said hell no.
And then it's a technology. It's a technology thing. So people are they're gonna jailbreak their cars, which for the life of me, I haven't seen any videos about jailbreaking a Tesla yet, which I'm amazed. I'm sure it's a way to do it.
I'd be scared.
The thing is, what would you be jailbreaking in the Tesla though?
You'll be taking the governor off.
I know a guy who has the same model you have, but it's the all-wheel drive version, and he races it. He stripped everything off the inside. It's like 1,000 pounds lighter, and he's turned his battery up some kind of way to where he gets on the drag strip with it, and he's killing race cars. But it's the all-wheel drive version of it. So when you say jailbreak, I guess that could be how, if they know that how to, turn the batteries up or what have you. But
I don't know of a way to do it and not still be supported. Like you literally have to update your car, so nothing eventually would work the same. I guess I don't know. I would be too scared to try it. But I'm assuming people would try to jailbreak these new cars with these governors on it and take the governors off, right?
Yeah.
We talked about this last week, Trey.
And I don't think Tesla announced that, Trey.
I wouldn't trust it. No,
it was Ford. It was actually Ford. Ford has a patent on the technology to drive cars back to the dealership if they don't make a few payments. So we were opposed to that as well last week.
Hell yeah. That's what the argument was about. Why, if the cars started to come with that, I wouldn't buy one. I would stick with my old cars previous to those cars coming out.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think
what's slow, Merc? You would lose your mind by then.
80
10 miles over for the most part. So you would lose your mind going slower than 80?
I don't know.
When you're outside the perimeter, 70 is the speed limit, correct? So 80 is 10. He said under 100. Good Lord.
Oh shit! You couldn't drive me to the store.
Not in a Camaro. I'm not.
I don't give a damn what he got. He ain't gonna drive me 100 miles an hour nowhere. I'm opposed to going 80 anywhere but on the highway. At minimum 80 anywhere but like on 75, 85, highway traveling. Because everybody's moving kind of that fast anyway. So reaction time will be the same for everybody. But on places like in town, like Atlanta area on 20 going that fast, yeah, that's a death trap. Because all it takes is one person to say, why is he going so fast?
I think you would have more issues on city roads and like when it comes to like all of these little subdivisions and all of these smaller places where they have like 10 mile an hour speed limits, some places where you just think it's ridiculous, those are the places where it's going to suck, because you're really going to have to drive 10 miles an hour in some cases, because your car won't allow you to go but 20, I guess, in that scenario. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mr. Merck, it does not feel smooth driving 100 miles an hour.
Is he saying his Camaro is smooth at 100 miles an hour?
Let me tell you, about 5 years ago, when Mark was in Camaro Nation, we went somewhere. I don't remember where we went, but they drove so horrible. When we got to our destination, I got out the car and cussed
everybody
out because he was following all those people, and I was like, "F you, F you, F you."
He literally went down the line and cussed everybody out. And I had a slower car in comparison to people like Ghost and all those other, GL1s and 1LEs and SSs.
Ride in my life. I was like, hell no. I'm not.
Miss Pennywise, you said it feels smooth. That's because y'all are used to how your car rides, because y'all have airbags and everything else on it. But if you buy it off the showroom floor and you get up to 100 miles an hour, shit.
But there's a difference, right? There's a difference. When we went on that ride, which car did I have? The BMW or the Mercedes? Which one? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Those cars don't feel like a Camaro going 100 miles an hour. I could tell you that. So for me, it was like going from a luxury vehicle to a go-kart at 100 miles an hour. It was not fun. It was not fun.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Some people, he was riding 20s for that specific reason, to get that smoothness. Right. And a lot of us was on 24s and 26s. That makes a difference in the ride. Right. We get into a whole different topic right now.
I'm sorry, but you're right. You're right, Merck. That does make a difference. Those 24s are horrible.
It does.
That's horrible.
Good topic. Good topic, Mr. Merck. But we're moving on.
High-speed balancing is it called?
That's what it is.
They need to be high-speed balanced.
That's what it is.
It wasn't even that part. It wasn't the way the car was moving. It was all that bullshit they was doing.
Oh, in and out of traffic.
Yes.
Listen, you don't have a choice when you're going 130. You got to go around people. Okay, it's a part of it. Right?
Whatever.
So ending off this topic, the future is coming. It's just very, very interesting of the things that are being talked about, the things that are being discussed, the things that we are theorizing that are coming, and this is very real. They're going to this is a real bill in California right now, and I think California is a guinea pig state. So if California pull off some of this shit,
but you know what, Mark? I don't think they're guinea pigs, because California has laws that the rest of the United States don't already on the books. So I don't think they're guinea pigs. I think they're just innovators. Because if it works, what's going to happen? The rest of the United States going to follow suit.
Right.
So
and they got a Democratic governor. I get it. Some of the stuff that could be sliding through. But let's switch gears back to the Midwest where I'm from. We already talked about What Up, Doe. Shout out to the Detroit Lions. And we're going to watch one more video and we'll be right back.
Breaking news! The first electrified road in the U.S. can charge electric cars as they travel on it. Detroit has introduced the first electrified road in the U.S. that can charge electric vehicles while they are being driven. This innovative technology uses copper inductive charging coils installed beneath the street, enabling EVs equipped with receivers to charge while driving, idling, or parked above these coils. The pilot project, developed by Electrion, a company based in Israel, is part of a larger initiative to advance electric vehicle technology and infrastructure. The system uses inductive coupling, something like wirelessly charging your phone or laptop. Copper coils are installed below the pavement, signified by the dots. When cars equipped with special receivers approach them, energy enters a magnetic field. The electricity is then passed to the batteries. Each coil is only activated when the receiver is present, meaning the road is safe for pedestrians, pets, and other vehicles. However, right now the receivers are only being used for testing rather than available to the public. What do you think of this? Follow for more daily news. Talking Fish out.
All right, we're gonna pass it back to our senior correspondent of everything EV, Miss DJ. Take it away.
I think it's great. Can't wait.
That's it.
That's it. What you want me
All
to
right,
say?
Skip.
Scientifically, I mean, I don't know.
Two things. The first is they're gonna have to tear all these roads up again. It already takes them 2 years to pave a damn road. So now they're gonna tear them up, install all this shit, patch them back up, make them smooth. It's gonna take 20 years to install this shit at the rate they do shit now. Second thing is, how are you gonna be charged?
Like a toll.
Say that again.
Like, how are you gonna pay for it? Is the receiver
I'm
gonna have?
assuming
Is the
it's
receiver
gonna be.
gonna have y'all's identifying information? And when you roll across it, suppose you don't. Well, if you don't want to, you don't drive over it. I get that.
Right. Well, I think it's gonna be similar to a HOV lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
Okay. I guess. I mean, the Neo. What was it called last week? The Neo. They have in Japan or China, whichever country that's making them, they have these stations you can pull into, and the thing changes your battery out for a fully charged battery, and you drive off. It takes like 5 minutes. When you pull in it, it takes the battery from the bottom of the car, puts another one in it, fully charged, and you drive away. I'd rather have battery. Huh? After we got offline, I kept reading up on it and looking at it, and it's amazing. But again, what's the cost involved in that?
right.
What all of that stuff. People neglect that part, but that's the biggest part of it. Who are we going to buy those cars because that's the best thing, affordable thing, or convenience goes out of the window when money gets involved?
Right.
Yeah, it takes 30 years to finish a highway. Yeah, it will take Atlanta that. We'll be flying by the time they get done.
So James, you said don't trust the foreign maker.
What? What kind of car you got, James?
A Ram.
He must
He's
got
a Mopar
American.
driver.
Oh,
You know
okay.
who it is.
I'm trying to look at this. Yeah, I know who it is now.
Are you being specific about the foreign maker, or I mean, because when I tell you I wish I had my Camry again, still.
Did you say Camry?
Camry. I had a Camry in the early 2000s, and that probably was one of the best cars I've ever owned, honestly.
I literally just saw the 2024 Camry. That motherfucker looked good. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's another topic. That motherfucker looked good.
Don't trust the foreign maker. James, you got to elaborate, man. I'm like Miss TJ. What do you think about that?
We got a 20-year-old Lexus that still ride real good. It looks good. It looks real good too.
Mm-hmm.
He said ran for life.
Shit, there's just as many foreign cars in the United States driving as it is American cars.
Okay, y'all getting distracted. Nighthawk.
I'm sorry.
I think it's a good thing, because that's why I'm not a fan of it, because I can't sit still long enough to let it charge. When I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. So if it's charging while I'm riding, that probably be better. You know what I'm saying? But just have to keep stopping. Yeah, just have to keep stopping and trying to charge. That what irritates me. That's why I say it'd be good.
I mean, we already have major infrastructure needs in this country already, right? So if this is a reason to put more money towards a problem that's already pre-existing, I'm all for it. If you want to fix the fucking infrastructure, you want to fix the fucking bridges, put the fucking battery shit in it. Then we can charge when we go over the bridge.
We got a comment on Instagram Live. SRT_392 says they're going to find a way to charge us to use it. So I wouldn't be opposed to paying a flat fee, in a month to ride on it. It's not going to be much, only because it's not much to charge a car now. Right. You can get a full charge for less than $15. So, if I'm paying a $20 toll fee to ride on something that will keep my car charged while I'm driving it, I wouldn't mind paying that. But I wouldn't pay more than, $20, $30 a month.
Gotcha.
I think probably do it like, the Peach Pass. Like, the more people are, the more demanding they need to be on it, the higher it goes up.
Right. Right. Or it could,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it
that
just
Beach Pass, it seems like a ripoff sometimes. Like I'm riding,
Yeah.
sometimes I see like $5 to go to the next exit. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
you
then,
can go up
and
and
then
down.
the HOV lane be slow as hell anyway. Like,
Mhm.
wow, no.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They should put it in the most congested areas of the city, like basically most of 285. Any like anywhere that way, if you get stopped in traffic, at least you get your car charged.
The connector on 20 would be perfect.
Right.
Like right
You know what
when
I'm
you
saying?
that connector is always jam packed, always, all the way
Boom.
through to the split, both ways, north and south.
Think that something to think about it. I don't think it, this is something that's in the immediate future at all.
Trey, when you say
But
built-in charging system, if it's built into the car, how is it going to work if it's not using the electricity that's already in the car?
there's people they're saying that should be possible. Like as the car is moving, kind of like we've had that talk on the show, Skip, about like a alternator.
Yeah.
Like your car should charge itself because it's moving.
With the
Right,
it should
but
have solar panels.
So
Basically.
I read an article and it talked about, the most common way an electric vehicle can charge itself is through regenerative braking. So it seems like they should be able to do something like that. I don't know.
I don't think it's that simple. It's all about money, and they want you to charge because they want to charge you for charging.
Obviously.
As simple as that. Yeah.
Obviously.
They can make a car to last 100 years, but they ain't gonna do it because they want you to buy a new car. It's the same thing.
Right.
Everything on the car is designed to fail. Everything.
Right.
So
literally.
Venom 6 Gen on Instagram says a generator. So
a built-in generator?
A built-in generator? That's interesting.
But generators, well, they have belt-driven generators that won't create exhaust. But again, you'd have to be moving. And yeah.
So
what
about the solar panels that goes on the car? So you can put those on there. They can make something like that. So when the sun's hitting, it's charging.
Now that would
be the Karma Gear, whatever it's called. It has that already. That technology, the Karma Gear, I think it's what it's called, the Karma Gear. They stopped making them. They stopped making them. I'm sorry?
Carmen Gear.
Yeah, but they had the electric solar panel type roofs, and it never caught on. I don't think it worked like they assumed it would. But that was all. I'm quite sure. I hope that they thought about all of these things that our commenters are saying, because it makes sense. But then in the, me not being as technologically savvy as the guys that make these cars are, how would you make that work? Like what Trey said, when you stop, it should just charge. But if you're stopped, what's going to enable the charging system to work if it's not using the system it's trying to charge? You get what I'm saying? Now, if you're rolling, we get it. It'll, in theory, it should work. But again, they're not going to make it less expensive for us to own it, because they won't make money after they sell it.
Right. And that's the kicker. I mean, they're even saying like it's better to buy a car right now because the prices have went down, but the types of high level cars have went up. So now you think you're paying less, but you're paying more. Because they're not really selling. Nobody's buying like base cars anymore. Everybody's buying like higher level. Everything is more expensive now. All right, so we're gonna move on to another topic that's near and dear to this community's heart. Our hearts go out to the folks that were part of the tragedy in the Bronx. There was a Chrysler 300 that was involved in a takeover. If you hadn't heard about it, and if you don't know what a takeover is, that's when they go to a certain part of a city and they take it over, like maybe an intersection, and they do donuts and they burn out, and then they leave when they hear the cops coming. And in this scenario, it did not go well. So take a look at at this.
Danny, thank you very much. And we are following breaking news out of the Bronx this morning where 3 people have died in a car crash in Hunts Point. One person is in critical condition. Take a look at these mangled vehicles. This is what was left after that fatal collision between a car and a tractor trailer, again, in Hunts Point. We will, of course, continue to update this story this morning and give you the latest information as it becomes available to us.
Awful. Just awful.
One thing that jumps out is U-Haul was plastered on the side of that car. So U-Haul is renting cars now?
No, it was a wrap.
No, it was wrap.
Oh,
Like a sticker. Oh my God.
Hey. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Are you done? Are you done?
Okay.
Are you done?
All right. Yeah, that was a wrap. That was a wrap. That was one of the sticker cars of the Bronx.
We talked about. I'm sorry, I don't mean to go back to the U-Haul wrap, but we talked about U-Haul wrap cars before because we all said we would definitely rent one if it were. Remember that conversation?
If it was wrap, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
That would be tight.
My apologies for interrupting.
All right, so add a little bit more context. We got one more video that shows a little bit of. We don't have the whole video, but this was the video, and apparently there were 4 people in the car. 3 people have passed away, and 1 person is in critical condition. And all 4 people were turning up, and I think they even had a flag in the video. Let's take a look.
Yo. Oh shit. Nah. Yo. No, no. You might do it. Don't get it out.
So, I mean,
that wasn't a regular 300. That
was sad,
I heard a supercharger.
That was really sad.
Yeah.
So to add a little more texture, the driver was only 22. There was a 15-year-old female passenger that was another victim. We do not at all endorse, takeovers and or this kind of activity. We've done a lot of work on Atlanta CarCast to bring light to our community. We really spend too much money and really invest too much time and energy into our cars to do those things. We work really hard to build relationships with government and police officers within the communities that we live in. So by all means, we don't endorse this kind of activity, but we do want to talk about it just to kind of shed light on how tragic it can be, how people really get hurt doing these things. It's just sad. The whole thing is sad, and there's not that much. Like, I'm an adrenaline junkie to an extent, but like I said, I didn't enjoy driving on the highway in high speed with a group of 30 other cars. That did not feel good to me. So I just don't understand it.
You just said something. It's about the adrenaline rush. Number one, it's the braggadocious nature of having a fast car and showcasing the fact that you have a fast car. A lot of people want to prove that they can drive real well by doing those types of donuts. There's one guy called Swerve King, and he truly is the best I've ever seen do it in traffic by himself and everything. So this is one of those things to where, like, people brag about the new Jordans. They'll brag about the new backpacks or new Gucci belt or whatever that nobody else has. And then when everybody gets it, they want to compare them then. Which one costs the most? So with cars, it's the same thing. I drive better than you. My car costs more than yours, has more horsepower than yours, and I can do this and you can't.
Right.
That this generation has the I'm better than you in every aspect attitude versus I got one. You got one. Go down the street, do a burnout, park. That attitude is out of the window now because I can do a burnout longer than you. I don't care about buying new tires. You know, all of those things is what makes these takeovers attractive to them, because I wish I can do that. I can't wait till I get my car. I'm going to do that too. And bad as I hate to say it, these are the people that slam into these trucks. The way that truck was damaged, man, it looked like that truck would have been moving, but y'all said the truck was parked.
Yeah.
It was parked.
So they had to be, oh my God, to do, damn.
There's another video. I'll send it to you, Skip. It actually shows the car sliding sideways into the truck. Like the car had so much power that in the spin out, they lost control and slid and then could not correct the car back to get it. It's sad.
Night.
It's sad, but you know, in just like the city now, they condone that every Sunday. It's a location they be at every Sunday. If you're in the car scene, you know, and just like they hit a truck there, they do it at a truck stop now. So they condone it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, they do it at a truck stop now. Yeah,
they
every Sunday.
I ain't gonna say the location, but if you're in the trucks in the car,
I'll tell y'all where it's at.
Yeah, so they condone it and they spin around gas pumps and all that. But when it happened, everybody's like, but hey, each his own. That'd be different.
I mean, even to see them hit each other, like you see them driving. I'm not laughing because it's not funny. It's just crazy how they're doing these burnouts and these donuts, and then somebody's standing there recording it, and boop, they jump up and run, and everybody is yelling, and I'm like, what? I'm sorry. It's just that's not exciting to me. It wouldn't have been in my youth either. I don't know. Maybe I just err on the side of caution a little bit too much.
Yeah, but that's what makes us that's what gives us the moniker as y'all old heads. Now we did stupid shit when we was growing up, but no, hold on. I didn't say it was this stupid shit.
no, she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything.
But my thing is, all of the stupid shit that we did in our era, our generations, the older heads say, hey, man, you can kill yourself doing that. Now, in this generation, everything that they seem to do could end in tragedy like this. Because most of the young guys will say, oh, it's just harmless. We're doing donuts. Well, what we heard besides marking the road up? Well, now you see. People getting ran over when the tires heat up, they run through a crowd of people and they can't stop the car because the tires are hot.
I think I don't condone them doing it, but I think it's a time and a place to do it. Like, I remember like back in the day when we used to go out to the plaza on Moreland. Yeah. And to do it, it's a big enough plaza, but at the same time, I don't been out in the plaza and somebody get popped by a car and they jump right on up like ain't nothing happening. Like, I don't see it several times.
That was going to be my point. Everybody that's watching this right now, everybody that's probably on this panel, have witnessed this at some point or another and have actually honestly been intrigued by it. It's very fucking intriguing.
Yeah. But you know what?
And it takes a high level of skill to fucking do it to begin with.
Right.
Most drivers cannot do a donut.
But now watch this, Mark. Us three, because Nighthawk wasn't a part of the crash then, we tried to organize it.
Yeah.
To where it was free. And they wouldn't come because they felt like we were trying to get them arrested. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's free. Come to the track and have at it. You ain't got to pay shit. They wouldn't come. And then later on that night, they went and did it in the city that we did it at. And, you know, it was crazy.
That's just like, for instance, when that guy, I forgot his name, did it at South Lake Mall the very first time. He had the pit going on, but people didn't even want to get in the pit. They on the other side of the mall doing it. So it could be legal, but they're going to want to do it the illegal way.
Of course.
That's crazy.
You hear that saying?
No.
Yeah, Lady Icon, you're right. But see, you got to think. The stupid shit we did back then, it was considered dangerous. You know, it's just that now it's coming to fruition. These kids are hurting each other and killing each other, doing what they consider to be safe because they can drive, because, you know, nobody's getting hurt. We're just burning tires up. And now all of the small things are starting to happen, and these kids are killing themselves behind it.
I mean, it's all intriguing. It's all fun. It's great until something happens. And it's two possible things that can happen. What you just saw, and also the other part is when you actually hit somebody else's vehicle. That's when the dynamic totally changes. You know, if you just run, if you curb your shit, everybody just gonna laugh at you. You know, but when you hit somebody else's vehicle, or when something tragic like that happens, it changes the whole dynamic.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know what we can do to make this go away. I don't think there's a solution because they don't have any place to go.
It's just like when we was all, you know what I'm saying? I know it was fun for us. Like, it's a lot of new clubs don't know what we used to do. We used to thought it was fun when we seen the police coming, everybody shoot up the other end of Moreland, and when they come, we shoot back down that way. It was a fun thing with us going back and forth.
It was cat and mouse.
Yeah,
but see, but we weren't breaking the law then, though.
No.
They were trying to come up with a reason for us not to park in the parking lots. We knew that when they came, we knew that when they came, if we left, they couldn't do shit. So we would go to Gresham, back to Moreland, back to Gresham, back
To
here,
Varsity.
and all they do was, oh, you can't park here. Okay, bye.
Remember the varsity parking lot?
Yes, sir. And you know what stopped us from parking there? Damn motorcycle.
Yeah.
The damn motorcycles, all that revving up under the damn deck. It's like, if y'all don't stop, y'all can't come here no more. And that was the end of that.
But the crazy part was we didn't do anything in those places. All we did was just meet up.
What's park? Exactly. But you know,
those were those were the best times.
Yeah.
Varsity, if you were outside during that was the best. Friday night at the Varsity, oh my God, that was a memory.
Could play your music. All you had to do was just get in the parking space and just hang out. Parking lot stay full.
Right.
Then remember, then everybody go out to what's that park? That they stopped the no, the other one.
Welcome All.
Yeah, we was going to Welcome All at first.
Yeah,
Welcome All.
But they did the burnouts out there and fucked up the whole parking lot, and they were like, "Oh, y'all can't come here no more."
Yeah.
You know,
so,
and that was
this driver of this
the
vehicle
swerve area too. The swerve era too. You know, when everybody was swerving on each other and slamming on brakes in traffic and shit like that. And that's pretty much what brought the ACC on. We got to stop this shit because eventually we ain't gonna have nowhere to go. You know, and but you know, hey.
So God willing,
go ahead.
God willing that this is kind of slowed. You haven't really heard about this happening in Atlanta, in the metro, in quite some time.
Because they done got a task force for this shit now.
Yeah,
they still doing it, but they got a task force now. Excuse me. Yep.
Yeah, they got more helicopters involved, and people know that you just can't burn out. And if the police show up and run, now they going after you. So it's a different world. So I don't know if this is something new. It doesn't seem like it's something new in Bronx because they got anybody that's doing a donut with a flag. This ain't your first time. I'm just gonna put that out there.
But see, one thing too is money plays a role in everything. Got to have money to have these cars. Got to have money to buy tires, insurance, etc., etc. If they start impounding these cars and putting a fee on it so big that the parents got to get involved or they got to go take out a loan to get their cars back, they'll stop. Yeah. And the second time we confiscate the car, they'll stop. I promise you. The ticket you get is $1,500, no driver license for 2 years. Yeah, they'll stop. Instead of $100 and, you know, a couple weeks probation or whatever. Nah, there's no punishment for these crimes or these instances because there's no law against it. Yes, it is.
Yeah, and prayers to that family. I mean, honestly, if your child or if your family was in a position to get your child that type of vehicle and modify it to that degree, what you say was 22, Miss TJ?
Definitely.
The kid? Yeah. I mean, that's he didn't buy that fucking car. His family has something to do with that.
Yeah,
so obviously the parents don't know that he's doing this or he has an interest in doing this.
Well, if they bought him something with that kind of power, I'm quite sure they know he drives fast. They got to. We're talking about a supercharger. Mark, those are not cheap cars. That was an SRT 8.
Right.
I don't believe that.
Yeah. Come on now. You know what? You're looking at what, 700 to the ground?
When he put that on the side of his car, that riding and stuff, they knew he was up to something. He was doing something.
You think the parents know that he's doing shutdown and in an intersection and doing burnout?
The parents know he hangs with the people that does do it if he's not participating.
That may be true. I may
And
rock with you on that.
You're not going to hang with a drug dealer if you're not selling drugs or trying to sell drugs.
Excuse me, off topic. I want to go to Buc-ee's in the comments.
Oh my God.
That's right. Oh, that's right. Merkel Mike, y'all did do the Buc-ee's ride, man.
I want to go next Saturday. I gotta look at my calendar to make sure. But make sure.
Pick a date, Merk, and set it up.
Mr. Merck wants to go to Buc-ee's not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Weather looks good. Oh, shout out to the president of the Weather Association. Whoever that bitch was that made that decision for today, shouts out to her. Jesus Christ.
So what's that, the 3rd? February the 3rd? Buc-ee's on 20 or 75. There's one on 20?
I have no idea.
I know 75 North and South got one. 85 South I know has one.
You talking about 20 towards Augusta?
It ain't one that way.
No, it definitely ain't one on 20 going towards Augusta.
Weekend.
I don't know what 20 he talking about.
Well, you know, he's a truck driver, so all the roads got numbers for him. So
no, it's only 75 on both
75 and 85 North and South both got one. I know for a fact. Sorry, I meant 85, my bad. Oh, okay. It don't matter to me. I mean, set it up, man. Let's 85 in Alabama. Yeah.
Somebody on Instagram said not the one in Valdosta. It hasn't been as good lately.
Well, there's one in Valdosta now. I didn't know that. Wait a minute.
It ain't in Valdosta. I thought it was right by almost in Warner Robins.
Yeah, that's on the other side of Macon.
Comments. I've never been to Buc-ee's. I'm just reading the comments.
What?
Don't shoot me. I've never been. That's why I want to go.
Oh man,
I've been to all the Loves in the world.
Man, Buc-ee's make all them gas look like shit.
Loves, Loves.
Buc-ee's make Loves look like shit.
Okay, I want to go to Buc-ee's.
Imagine 100 gas pumps. I'm not exaggerating.
They said that's a little Walmart.
100 gas pumps. That's how big that Buc-ee's is. All of them have at least 100 gas pumps.
Boy, the Instagram chat is
they sell everything in that bitch but guns.
Hey, y'all on Instagram, come on over to YouTube. I can't look at two screens at the same time. Help me out. Come on over to YouTube. The link is in the chat. Please.
That's right.
Yeah,
still here.
Wow. I ain't damn. I thought you had been to Buc-ee's before.
I've never been there. Either.
Mark, you never been to one either. Boy, y'all need to go on a day date. Y'all need to go on a day date. Man, every time we get on the highway, we plan our trip around stopping at Buc-ee's. We get gas at Buc-ee's. They got the cheapest gas. And they got everything you want. You can go in that motherfucker and go grocery shopping. Not necessarily all grocery shopping, but they got everything in that bitch. And it's big.
But you realize they made them where they not truck friendly.
They what now?
Truckers can't go to them.
Yes, they can.
No, they're not. They're not truck friendly.
The one now, 75 South is right on the other side of Warner Robins. I see them there all the time.
But they don't have like truck parking, like a truck can park like.
Yeah, they don't want it. They don't want it to be a truck stop, from what I gather. Yeah.
Sounds like we going on a ride.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Misfit said they coming. Who else?
Merck say no. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. I could be wrong then. And they got clean bathrooms. They have a person whose job it is just to clean the bathrooms. Nothing else. Like shit. Oh, Michelle made fun of this. At the Buc-ee's, they always got a hiring sign out, right? The little triangle thing. They have a car wash there. The car wash attendant / manager, guess what his starting salary is? Just take a wild guess.
About 25.
$114,000 a year.
You weren't aware.
The car wash manager, like, what the fuck you do?
You know how much they make at QT? A manager?
How much?
They make a lot.
Really?
Yes, they make six
Y'all gonna
figures.
see me at the gas station. What you doing, Skip? Getting this money?
For
But
sure.
no, when we saw that about the car wash manager at Bucket, we were like, number one, we always there late in the evening because we driving or traveling. But the car wash manager, $100,000+ a year. What are the qualifications? I want to know.
Misfits down the ride.
Okay, Bert. He said 210, 24.
Right
that's
before
Dre's
Valentine's Day, right before the Super Bowl.
Dre's birthday also. He says her birthday weekend. So
Shut up.
We're gonna take you to Bucket to get you a brisket sandwich.
There we go.
Mister, you can't work on that Saturday.
I work every Saturday.
You can't work that Saturday.
Are we talking about this?
We are now. You got
Yes.
it up there, player.
Okay. Take it away, Jack.
All right, let's read. Let's see here. Upcoming events: a new Bethel AME cruise to worship, February the 18th, 2024, from 9 to 11:15. This is the young man that we had on last week, I believe, was it, guys? Or we had last. But anyway, Reverend William Thomas is organizing their cruise to worship. We're going to start. Does not have the start point, but the address where we'll end up is 8350 Rockbridge Road in Lithonia. Pretty much what it is he's asking everybody with nice cars or what have you, or on the car scene, to come out and cruise with them from somewhere in Lithonia, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's the
like,
Walmart. It's the Walmart in Stone Mountain on Rockbridge Road off of Highway 78.
Okay, yeah. And it's just a cruise, and they will have church directly after, like from the time we get to the.
He said we going to church. Come as you are. That's what he said.
Yes.
Oh, that's what
yes. So we're gonna cruise to the worship.
Yeah, gonna cruise,
and then we're gonna go inside the church,
right?
As we are.
What?
In fellowship.
And he did say you don't have to come into the worship portion, but they would like it if you did. So all you atheists, y'all don't gotta go inside. But we are going to do our best to go out and support this young man in his venture, because we want to support anything car scene related. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
and he said he had a ton of giveaways.
Yes, he did.
Giveaways.
Master donated some stuff to give away, and he had some other stuff to give away. And okay. Atlanta CarCast, along with Theme Car. No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Theme Cars Are Us, along with Atlanta CarCast, is moving on down to Pensacola, Florida, to do the third annual Theme Cars Are Us on Theme on the Beach car show.
Did he say we moving down there? What?
Right. We're moving the show down there. Yeah.
Oh.
Just for this year, I hope. But it is June the 8th, 2024, in Pensacola, Florida, at the Pensacola Interstate Fairgrounds. We do have a charter bus going that road. So for everybody who wants to go but don't want to drive or what have you, or just want to get down there and drink and not have to worry about DUIs or tickets or whatnot, please get in contact with Miss TJ or Hizzle with the Tizzle, because he's the proprietor of the person that's going to rent the bus for us to go down there. We will be going. Atlanta CarCast is going. We want to make it a big turnout for everybody included. To get everybody a chance to get there, whether they won't want to drive or it's too far to drive by yourself or whatever. Come ride with us, man, and have a ball. Enjoy the beach. Enjoy the theme car show from cars all around the surrounding states. To have fun. That is June the 8th, 2024, in Pensacola, Florida. Yeah.
We are accepting payment plans through Miss TJ.
Yes.
Book it now.
It's only $275 for the whole trip. That includes the bus ride and the hotel.
Boom. There you go.
You can't beat that.
So one thing too, I'm gonna say this, and I hope it don't hurt nobody's feelings, but we had a lot of feedback when we first announced it. I'm going. Like Miss TJ just said, You don't have to pay all the money at once. Start paying it now. $40 here, $80 there, what have you. Get it paid. That way, when it comes this time, you're good to go. Just get your change of clothes or whatever, your alcohol, whatever you're gonna bring, and you'll be good. But if y'all start waiting till the last minute, everything gets higher come the last minute. Prices will change.
Skip, you gotta tell them niggas pay it out their taxes. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But again,
and I got one thing.
Go ahead.
For the groups that's got at least 14 people, they will be able to get their own private bus going. So if you got 14 people, you'll have your own private bus with your club.
Boom.
Boom.
There you go.
Boom.
There you go. But now one thing what will not happen is you won't be able to put a down payment down and then 4 months later, hey man, I need my money back.
Yeah,
right. So be serious about it.
You've got to secure things in advance.
That's right.
So,
Yes, Merc, $275 for everything. No. That's not the car show entry.
No, yes.
That's the trip down and the motel room.
Yes.
The trip down and back at the motel room.
We're not saying motel, sir. We're not staying in a motel.
Hotel, Holiday Inn, all that shit.
You always say hotel.
We're not saying motel, sir.
Okay. Well, the living arrangements along with the bus trip, a round trip, is $275. How about that?
Yeah.
You for $275, you get your brothel.
Now, let me tell you, the rooms are more than $275. The rooms are more than $275 a night by themselves. So if you try to do this on your own, it's going to cost you a lot more.
And you only get that deal if you ride in the bus.
That's correct.
That's facts. You're not gonna get it on your own. You can't get it solo.
James, you just want to get a room? Call me or reach out to Nighthawk and we'll book you a room. That's no problem.
Yep. So don't worry about bringing your car. Some of y'all don't need to bring your car anyway. Moving on.
Right. And then y'all know these buses, man. They're big enough to where you can bring your own coolers. You can bring your own food. You can bring your own. Definitely bring a change of clothes. but you don't. We're not restricting. We ain't bringing no drugs. None of that shit. Then y'all know right now. Cause if the police pull us over, all of a sudden, this all right here. But no,
you answer that question,
man. We're going to have fun. Y'all come on, man. Let's show these motherfuckers how Atlanta do. I know they see it on the internet, but ain't nothing like us invading. Like we used to do the Classic in Alabama every year. We used to go down that motherfucker and take over Birmingham.
Yeah.
But let's continue on with that, man. And support the boy Malcolm. Oh man, nothing, Trey. Talk about man. No, you drive. You want to take your weed with you.
So that one's gonna be a good one. Nice way to get away. Nice little vacation. Preferably, if you bring sand to the beach, you probably be better off. But hey, if you want to ride solo and find some sand when you get there, have at it.
Man, some sand just ain't right. The fuck? Some sand has spoiled.
There is a woman here. There is a woman here. Hello?
No, I'm saying like I would prefer you to not to bring sand to the beach. That's what I'm saying.
Not to bring sand?
No, I said I would prefer that you brought sand to the beach.
Just be quiet. Just move it on.
Rewind it back.
Anyway, move on. Bring whoever you want to bring, or don't. Or don't. It don't matter.
Nighthawk say he got sand everywhere. He don't give a damn.
We for the highway.
You for the highway?
He bring the beach to the sand. Anyway, y'all. Next week, same bad time, same bad channel. We covered a lot. We're gonna continue this EV conversation and this evolution of vehicles, EVs versus ICE, internal combustion engine. A lot of conversation going on. But look up 2024 Camry. I literally just saw it before we went on air, and I was like, "Ooh wee!"
Look at that Spectre, that Rolls Royce Spectre. Just look that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna research that one like I did that Rio.
Just to put it on your wish list for the future. That thing is nasty.
The paint job costs more than most base cars, just the paint.
Yeah, I don't want no car like that. I don't. I mean, and then the paint job costs that much on that car because it's that car. But if you buy it base model and take it to a paint shop, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So just give me the base paint. Just spray that motherfucker gloss black. I don't give a damn.
Sitting on 23. That's the other thing. Everybody always used to just shun 24s and 22s. Now regular cars are coming with 23-inch rims.
Yeah.
Because they fill up the tire well. There's less rubber, cheaper tires, and they fill the tire well up now. You know, when everybody else was doing it in the beginning, oh, look, ain't no room to turn. Now they're making them to where there's room to move these big rims. So
I never thought I'd see it though. That's amazing. 23s.
Yeah, but
what
how
you
much
think
did
about
those
this, Mark?
cost?
Regular cars now are coming. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It was an additional how much? How much were those wheels?
Oh,
was
40,000.
Yeah, it was an additional 40,000 for that particular pair of wheels on that car.
No, he said if you bought them on their own, it was 40 grand.
Okay, aftermarket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, see, that's the thing. With the exception of Rolls Royce and all these cars, you know, the real high dollar cars, everybody changes the rims and tires anyway, you know, to fit their style or what have you. But what I was about to say was, shit. I forgot. I forgot. Damn it, I'm old. Oh, man, I forgot.
Also, another news, are you Ford lovers and EV lovers? The Ford has stopped production on the F-150 Lightning. Just food for thought.
What do you mean stop production? They only made it, what, the last 2 years they've been making it, right? Because they brought it back because they had it, they stopped, and then they came back.
Yeah, they're done. They're not making no more. So yeah, they're out the game as far as the pickup truck game. So now you just got Rivian, you got the Cybertruck,
That Rivian is nasty.
the Hummer EV, and I think that's it.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to come with it to beat the Rivian. That shit is strong. I keep seeing videos everywhere. This motherfucker pulling 18-wheelers in snow.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that the SUV or the pickup?
No, the Rivian truck. The truck itself. It's pulling 18-wheelers with the trailers in snow, towing them.
Yeah, the Rivian is doing very well, very well, very well.
The only issue I have, and somebody said this last week or a week before, is the battery life as far as mileage. And I'm quite sure every year is going to get better and better and better.
Rivian has a lot of range, though.
Yeah, I don't know about all of them. I'm just saying in general, like the Tesla I rented, I think the distance was 260, 280, something like that. That's nothing. Like my truck gets better than that, but it does have a bigger gas tank. But still, you know, if they get it up to the point to where you can make a trip to Valdosta and, you know, part of the way back before you have to charge like 350, 400 miles regularly, then it'll be a no-brainer to have an electric car. You know, but hey, that's my opinion. That's my opinion.
I like the Rivian. It's pretty cool.
I forgot what I was going to say. It was good too.
It was good.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Remember it. Watch. You're gonna be like, that's what I was trying to say. It never.
Y'all got anything else before we get out of here? Anything else before we get out of here, Miss TJ?
I'd like to wish my daughter a happy birthday, Marquise. She's turning
shout out
30.
Pop-up Queen.
She's having a birthday party at C'est La Vie on Saturday. She does have some VIP booths available that are absolutely free. If you're interested in going to help her celebrate her birthday, please hit her up. I was supposed to do a raffle for the VIP booths here, but I kind of forgot. So I'm sorry, Marquise, but I love you. But hit her up. She's on Instagram as Just Call Me Hardworking, and on Facebook she is Marquise Smith. And those of you that know her personally have her phone number. Call her. She's got, you know, a lot to celebrate, and we definitely want to make sure she knows she's appreciated and loved for who she is. So
shout out to Pop-up Queen. Mr. Skip, final thoughts.
Y'all, let's support. Let's keep shit going like we did last year, everybody. We supported everybody for everything, and then our following helped us do that. So let's continue to do that, man. Let's support the Cruising for Christ. Let's support Theme Cars Are Us. Let's support each other without all the negativity. And we're going to continue to be good, man. We're going to make this shit better and better every single year.
That's facts. Nighthawk.
Like Skip
Oh,
said,
you muted.
just continue. Oh, I'm muted. No, I'm not.
Okay, go ahead. My bad.
I said, like, just continue supporting and staying drama free. We'll have a good season.
That's right.
Yep.
What does it say about mile? Oh, there it is.
You got the dual motor,
410 miles.
270 to 410, and they have a quad motor where you can get 328. Performance dual is 352 to 410. 665 horsepower on that one. So the other one is faster, but you can get more range with the other motor.
That's the one I want, the one with the range. That's just it.
Yeah.
Damn the horsepower aspect of it, but just the range itself is what my biggest gripe will be.
0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds.
People don't realize how fast that is.
It's fast. It's fast.
Like y'all with them Hellcats. I'm not saying, you know what? I almost said something, man. We're going to leave that where it's at because everybody be like, I did it. No, you didn't.
Well, and you also got to consider how heavy these vehicles is. Like to get 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds and it to weigh that fucking much, that's crazy.
Exactly. They weigh way more than these cars do now.
Yes. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't have any final thoughts. See everybody on the flip side. We appreciate everybody for joining us. We appreciate everybody supporting us. We are on season 5. I'm so excited for this new car season that's coming up. Shout out to everybody that's got their car in the lab. Shout out to all the vendors. Like, you know how you pray for the chef that prepared the meal. We want to pray for all those vendors that are preparing these vehicles for this new season, no matter if it's just a stripe or a sticker or if it's a full whatever. Shout out to all them. And everybody's excited to, put it in the lab and get it out and show everybody. And everybody be so secretive. They be talking to us and be like, hey, man, I'm going in the lab. I ain't going to tell you what I'm doing. I want to tell you what I'm doing. I ain't going to tell you.
Oh, wait, we get pictures too, y'all. We get pictures. We get these pictures of like cars all stripped down. It's like, ooh, this is what I'm working on, but I can't tell you what I'm doing. Why you send me the picture then?
But it's so fun to try to figure out. Yeah. To try to figure out what somebody's thinking about their build, because these builds really reflect these people's personality at this point. You know what I'm saying? So everything is attached to somebody in some way, or it's a dedication, to maybe a loved one that's passed away. These vehicles mean a lot to these people, and we understand how much you guys love these vehicles. So, yeah, Atlanta Car Cast.
Yep.
I be Mr. That be TJ. That be Skip. That be Nighthawk. Y'all join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Atlanta Cast Network. And with that being said, we out.